that snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
About Jordan just digging a little bit deeper. Obviously, she's still working through, kind of coming back and whatnot. What did you think about her effort on the defensive end?
I thought it was really good. I mean, she was putting a lot of pressure on the ball. She was being physical. She was defeating the ball screens. So she gave us a big lift on the defensive end. And she'll find her offense as she gets more in the flow of things.
Coach, how good is it to have a return, Brianna, when BG goes out with 2 fouls early and she's still able to give you a double-double during this game?
Yeah, BG picked up those, what was it, within 2 minutes maybe, or shorter than that. Picked up those 2 quick fouls. So that was a situation where we were going to just play her like 2 or 3 minutes at a time so that we didn't get her in too much foul trouble. So we would have her down the stretch if we needed her. But Brianna Jones is she's an all-star player, and she's just physical. She's very hard to guard. She knows how to seal. She knows how to use her body. She can finish on either side with either hand. She's just she's an all-around excellent player, but I mean she's having an all-star type year.
Coach, just with how well the defense was in that third quarter in particular, just what does it free up for your guys' offense and ability to push the pace?
Well, if you're forcing tough shots or turnovers, it's a lot easier to get in transition. And, I thought in that third quarter when we started running, we created some good opportunities. Rod pushed it, and then we found Nia in the corner, and we finally, we were really struggling from 3, and once Nia knocked that one down, we hit a couple after that. So, it helped us win on a night where we didn't even shoot it that great, and that's what you need. On the days you don't shoot it well, you have to be able to rely on your defense, and for us, it's kind of been hit or miss so far with the defense, but today it was excellent, and particularly excellent in the second half.
Coach, could you just talk about, I know you mentioned in pregame the conversation that you had with Alicia Gray back in Miami. Just to see the effort and the improvement she's making every single game, how could you just talk about her performance so far this season?
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, she was an all-star before this season. I mean, she's exceptional, but I do think that, she likes our style of play because it really fits her game, and she has the freedom to attack and look for space, and she's somebody that plays with a lot of activity, and she has the ability to do that. It's just whenever she sees an opening, she's going. And I think she feels really comfortable right now, and I hope it only gets better from here.
Coach, in all the games that you guys have won so far this season, you guys have won the third quarter. Is that sort of like a thing that you want to see from your team as far as something like an identity, just coming out and being strong in the third quarter, or it just happens to be that way?
Yeah, I would like to win the third quarter every time. No, I think it's important to set the tone. You get out to the start of the game, and you always want to set a tone and get off to a good start. But a lot of times the beginning of the second half is even more important. Everybody's ready to play at the start of the game. Now you come out at halftime, are you ready to go? Start of the third quarter, and today we were.
And Coach, you talked about things that are important to rely on your bench. Just kind of looking across the entirety of the bench, you can look at what Naz was able to do, especially defensively, look at what Nia was able to do, but just the quality minutes. How important is it as the starters continue to gel for you to know when they go out, you've got solid play from your second unit?
Yeah, I think it is really hard to be a great team if you can't get any contributions off your bench. And for us, it's been a different player each game. I mean, Naz has been super consistent. She's made the most of her minutes every game. Nia's had some big games for us, but whether it's Amaya, her defense giving us a spark, or whether it's Shatori, like in LA that fourth quarter, she was huge for us. Pow Pow's had some good games. When they get a chance, you just got to make the most of it, especially when you don't know in any particular matchup when your turn's going to come. It's not easy. So it's always great to see when they step up and make big contributions for us.
And Coach, I know we saw a lot, as you mentioned, in that third quarter with the defensive intensity, the crispness, but something else I noticed was the ball movement that didn't drop off as well when that second unit came in. So is that something that you're continuing to just kind of work on, making sure that that ball moves from side to side no matter what unit's on the floor?
Yeah, I thought really in the second quarter, there was very few passes. We weren't really getting it from side to side. And in the first quarter, we were getting it inside pretty good. And then I thought in the second quarter, it was a lot of dribbling and stationary, people staring at the ball. And that's every time we do that, we have a hard time scoring. So the halftime, came at a good time for us where we could regroup and understand how we play offensive basketball. And, I thought we looked like a different team in that third quarter.
Coach, Naz was questionable tonight coming into tonight's game. What do you feel about her play and how is she doing?
I think Naz has been fantastic in really just about every game she's played this year. Like, she's been a big lift every time that we put her in. So, to get those kind of minutes from her, I mean, she competes, she sprints, she, defensively, she's willing to take on people 4 or 5 inches taller than her and hold her own. I mean, there's not many people that can do that. So she's been exceptional, and we appreciate her efforts.
Coach, even though Ryan only scored 3 points tonight, she still had a plus-minus of 17 or plus 17. What does that say about your team right now and how they're playing to even be able to win a game like tonight without a big scoring night from Ryan?
I think it says you can kind of key in on somebody, but we have we have a lot of players who can come and put up a big scoring night on any night. Like, we got BG, we got Bree. I mean, Leisha's averaging close to 20 points or something like that. So it's nice to have a lot of options. So, you can put your best defender on somebody. You can try to have a game plan to lock them down, and not having to have that person score for you to win, I think, is a big advantage for us.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, everyone.
Thank you. It's hot in there.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.